Thanks very much for the very kind introduction, and to everybody that made it this morning. I know that's super tough after the banquet, and on a Saturday with great weather here in Barcelona, so I wouldn't blame anybody for being out and about. But hopefully this will be a little bit interesting at least. So as Zakaria just said in the intro, I used to be a researcher, so until about 6 years ago. So then I went to the dark side in two different ways. Dark side being, I now run a company called 3Scale. So we're an infrastructure provider. We provide infrastructure for APIs. So web services might be the more common term used in this conference, but as you'll see, I see these things as very much the same. And I went to a dark side in a different way, which is that my the research that I was doing was very much web services, semantic web, big scale distributed systems that we were building with a lot of partners around the world. And at the time, so 99, 2000, and it's interesting to see kind of the program here, to see there's a lot of semantic web and ontology work and things which are going on, which are really extremely important. But we were sort of in between these two worlds, semantic web versus web services. And it was kind of, semantic web was the high road and web services was the low road, right? Semantic web was, well, we're going to make the web understandable in an intelligent way so that we can reason with this data and do things with this data. And web services is kind of the, well, this is kind of the dirty way of doing it, right? You make a call, something happens, but there's no semantics really, and it's really quite a lot more fuzzy. So I did both. I went to the industry side, and I also went to the web services side rather than semantic web side. But I still, we're still trying to glue those two worlds together. So I'll talk about it a bit. And you'll get to see the meaning of the title as we go. So 3Scale, just for those of you who don't know it, we're one of the biggest API infrastructure providers in the world. What that means is anyone who's opening a web service to the public or even to a private partner network, they often have a lot of problems. So access control, security, making sure no one takes your server down, making sure the API is scalable and safe so you can get a lot of transactions on the API or the web service in real time. We actually have close to 400 customers now. We have a whole bunch of companies in different sectors, energy, communications, like you can see Skype there, about.com, IGN's a very big gaming site, music lyrics APIs, transport APIs. There's a really wide range, and each of these customers are doing different things. So they may be presenting some data to the world that they want people to use. They may be allowing someone to make transactions, so to buy things, or to turn light bulbs on and off, or to do other things. Or they might be just be using it to power their internal products, as you'll see. There are about 110,000